It's so good to see you. Welcome to Fiat Arena. I'm so glad you could make it in today. We got to talk a little bit on the phone. It's nice to meet you in person. And you said you wanted to see the 500L, and you wanted safety, you wanted some performance, you wanted some comfort and style. So I have picked out a 500L trekking. I'm gonna be honest with you. Other than the white roof, it's exactly like my wife's car. So it's really kind of funky and cool, and I think you're gonna like it. Come here. We're gonna start here. This is it. I brought it inside so it'd be nice and comfortable for you. We're gonna start here at the front, and the first thing you're gonna notice is that Italian styling coming flying right out of the front. You've got the Whiskers grill, which if you watched Cars, you saw Luigi. It's straight from the old Fiat 500s. You've got that nice trekking styling, which gives you a little bit more of that SUV look. You said that you've had SUVs for a while, so I'm trying to give you a little bit of that look back. Now, as we go into more of the safety end of it, these are the newer style projector headlights that are going to give you a nice, intense white light that's pretty much infinite, okay? When you drop your high beams on, it actually just picks up a little eyelid, lets more light out. But when they're on low beam even, they'll go out a long distance, keep you from having any blind spots. Now, along that line, what I did was I picked out the trekking with these active fog lights down here. Now, not only are those turned on when you're in a foggy situation to help you see a little bit, they also activate when you're going to make a turn. So once you turn into your steering wheel going around a corner, it's going to activate the fog light on that side of the car to get rid of any blind spots that might be there. Also, when you turn on your turn signal, it'll activate on that side of the car as well. So even in sitting at a stoplight, you get that. It's a nice little safety feature. Now, under the hood, here comes the performance. You ready? This is the European award-winning Fiat Multi-Air Turbo. It's a 1.4 liter, turns out about 160 horse and right in the neighborhood of 184 foot-pounds of torque. That means that this vehicle can go over Donner Summit, which we go over to California all the time, without having to downshift all the time, without losing power and driving you crazy going over the pass. This will go over that pass 65 miles an hour with no issues whatsoever. And with the twin clutch that's behind there, which is the European design by Fiat, it gives you all the power, all the performance, all of the gas mileage of a manual transmission without having to worry about operating the clutch or shifting gears. The computer operates it for you. It's wonderful new technology. Fiat's won all kinds of awards. You got your ABS braking systems are in here. Your traction control systems are in here to keep you from losing traction in the snow. My wife's had hers for about 6 or 7 months now in the snow, and she cannot stop raving about it. She loves the car because she said when it got snowy, she never felt like the car was going to lose traction on it. And that is very important in our area. Very solid too, you can hear that. As we come around the side, you're gonna see a little bit more of that styling cue from the trekking. 7/10-inch alloy rim, give you a little bit higher of a sit on the car, a little bit higher ground clearance. Very important when we get snow around here. Back seat, big importance. You said you had a big family, and they're taller. 6 foot, 36-inch long legs. I'm pretty much all legs, okay? So it's very hard for me to get into the back seats of most cars. This vehicle, however, absolutely no problem. That seat in front of me is actually set up for me to drive when we go out first, okay? So you can see, even with a larger front passenger, there's still plenty of back seat room. Oh, and there's more of that trekking design. As you see, we did the inlay of the brown leather into the door. Gives it a nice rugged look. It's also functional, cleans up real easy for the kids. Coming around the back, this is one of the first 25,000 of the 500Ls brought over to America. Now that means that Fiat did something special. It's worth about $1,700, $1,800. What they called it is a premier package. That means you get a backup camera, backup sensors, and inside when we get there, you're going to see the 6-inch touchscreen with the navigation system. So you're going to have that, and you're starting to see a little bit of that white roof I was talking about. These actually come in 3 different colors. White, color matched, and black is available as well. Inside, nice, big, what they call in Europe, boot, okay? And in fact, the car will even say your boot's open if you leave this open and try to start the car. Nice flat load space here. A little bit more load space underneath, as you can see. And there's a secondary position for this. You can put it right here. It'll hold up to 200 pounds. Not only does this give you 2 different positions, but if I need more room, check this out. If you look right through here, one hand, very easy, little handle on the side of the seat, nice and flat. You've got all that room. Now, what if you're just coming up from behind the vehicle and I got my hands full, I just need to get something in here and then I'm gonna go about business. All you have to do is reach up, there's a little handle on the back of the seat, flip the handle, and as you can see, the seat folds right up out of the way and it's gone. Okay? If that's not enough, we do the kayaking down here in Reno, right? People love to take their kayaks down, but on a car like this, you need a roof rack. Not necessarily. FIAT thought of that. Front seat folds down completely flat. Now you've got almost 12 feet of distance back here. You can put a couple kayaks. In fact, we have a couple clients that run their kayaks down to the river all the time. And then if I put this back up, I'll have you sit down in one of the most comfortable seats there is. Amanda, welcome to the inside of the Fiat 500L. Now, before we set out on the highway, I just want to go over a few things in here. A lot of technological advances in this car. One, of course, is the big one, the Euro twin clutch. It gives you an automatic and the simplicity of one, but it also gives you the fuel economy and the power of a manual transmission, and I know that's kind of what you were looking for. Along the bottom here, the SD card input, auxiliary input, and a USB port that does charge for your phone, plus a place for that to go. All of your AC and heating controls right across here, very easy to work, even with gloves on. Your locks, your fog lights, some of your menu options for how this center stack sets up are all right here at your fingertips. Above that, the award-winning 6.5 Uconnect system with your navigation, which again is becoming part of that Premier package, so you get your nav for free. Your phone systems are right here, very easy to get to, as well as your radio controls. Now, carrying that back over to the steering wheel, you notice you have your audio controls on the back of your steering wheel. You have your cruise control right here at this thumb. You have all of your stereo controls, including your phone, your navigation, and even voice commands for the radio, all right here at this thumb. Headlights and windshield wipers right at your fingertips, and all of your gauges laid out very nice and neat to where all of them are visual, and all of them are very easy to see. That pretty much takes us right up to the point to where it's time to start this car up and go for a drive.